What if the real reason you keep getting manipulated isn't because people are too smart, but because your self-respect has been too quiet? And what if the moment you raise it, every manipulator in your life suddenly loses power? We spend years trying to understand manipulative people. But what if you've been studying the wrong side the whole time? What if the key was never about decoding them, but strengthening you? Here's the twist almost nobody sees coming. Manipulators don't stop when you figure them out. They stop when you finally remember who you are. So the real question isn't, how do I avoid manipulation? The real question is, why do they think they can manipulate you in the first place? And the answer always leads back to one thing: your self-respect. Today we're flipping the script, not by exposing manipulation, but by revealing the internal shield that makes you untouchable. 1. The invisible armor of self-respect. Self-respect isn't a slogan or a motivational quote. It's an internal compass that shapes how you allow the world to treat you. When your sense of worth is strong, it silently filters out behaviors that don't align with your standards. But when self-respect is weak, manipulation slips in easily. You start tolerating mixed signals, bending your boundaries, and believing you must earn basic care. Manipulators thrive in those cracks. When you doubt yourself, when you seek validation more than truth. But self-respect changes everything. It acts like invisible armor, quietly protecting you from pressure, persuasion, and emotional games long before you even realize what's happening. 2. Recognizing the red flags. Manipulation's disguises. Manipulation rarely arrives loudly. It comes dressed as concern, affection, or praise. Gaslighting that makes you question your memory. Guilt tripping that makes you feel responsible for someone else's emotions. Emotional blackmail that punishes your independence. Love bombing that overwhelms your senses with false intimacy. Without self-respect, these tactics feel confusing, even flattering. But with self-respect, your intuition becomes sharper. You notice when compliments have strings attached. You sense when someone's kindness is transactional. You recognize when admiration feels too urgent, too strategic. Self-respect lets you see beneath the surface. It reveals the motives hidden behind sweet words and soft tones, turning subtle manipulation into something unmistakably clear. 3. Fortifying your shield. Building unshakable self-respect. Self-respect is built through daily choices. It grows every time you set a boundary, say no without guilt, or choose rest instead of overextending yourself. It strengthens when you acknowledge your needs instead of sacrificing them to please others. And it deepens when you stop letting past mistakes define your worth. True self-respect comes from compassion, understanding that you're allowed to learn, allowed to grow, and allowed to prioritize yourself. As you disconnect from external validation, your inner voice becomes louder, steadier, wiser. Eventually, your own opinion of yourself becomes the most powerful force in the room, one that manipulative people can't penetrate or sway. 4. When the shield is tested, deflecting manipulative attacks. Even with strong self-respect, manipulation will still test you. But now your response is different. Instead of reacting emotionally, you pause, you observe, you detach. You don't internalize accusations meant to break you. You refuse to chase approval or justify your boundaries. You calmly redirect conversations, enforce your limits, or walk away altogether. This isn't weakness, it's mastery. Self-respect gives you the courage to choose distance over chaos, clarity over confusion, truth over flattery. When someone tries to twist the narrative, your inner stability holds firm. Their tactics lose power because they can't hook into your insecurities anymore. 5. Living unmanipulated. Your authentic future. When you anchor your life in self-respect, manipulation no longer finds a home inside you. You feel lighter, clearer, and more grounded. Your relationships improve because you no longer tolerate imbalance or emotional games. You attract people who value honesty, consistency, and mutual respect. And you naturally repel those who seek control. This is the quiet freedom of being unmanipulable. You show up as your authentic self without fear of being exploited or misunderstood. And now the choice is yours. Begin strengthening that internal shield today. One boundary, one moment of self-honesty, one act of self-worth at a time, and watch your entire life transform.